Yuzuha, Alice, Yanagi, Miyabi, or just skip. That's what we're talking about in today's video, guys. Going over every single character we're getting in version 2.1, because today we got the live stream, or when I'm recording this, we got the live stream of version 2.1 for ZZZ, and we got introduced to a couple of new characters, obviously that being Yuzuha here, and that being Alice as well. Alice being a physical anomaly DPS, and then we have Yuzuha here, which is our first S-rank anomaly support, but then we're also getting reruns of both Miyabi and Yanagi as well, so fully, really, honestly, guys, a full anomaly based patch. So if you guys have anomaly characters in your account, or you've been really building towards anomaly in your account, this is the patch for you. So I hope you've been saving, and now let's go ahead and talk about what the best options are for your account. Starting off, I guess Alice first. She'll be the first on the list here. I'm gonna be putting Alice at number 3 here. Now the reason why I'm putting Alice at number 3 here is for a different couple of reasons, and we'll hop into the pros and cons of Alice right now. First of all, guys, she has powerful and very consistent buffs on the pro end for her, guys. This means she gives herself a very consistent damage up bonus. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she gets around 20% per stack. This can stack up to 3 times, so up to a 60% damage increase for what she's able to do for her damage, which is absolutely massive. Secondly here, guys, she provides excellent team-wide utility, because on top of this 60% damage bonus she's going to be giving to herself, she's also giving a defense threat for the whole team as well, meaning she can put defense down on the enemy, which is going to be super useful in just about every single scenario. The only other character that can really do defense down on an enemy is going to be the likes of Nicole, right? So if you had Nicole on the team, you obviously getting defense right there. But then hopping into her final pro now, guys, provides immediate assault procs, meaning whenever she's on the field, guys, you can technically proc off her assault immediately, just like that. The way I see Alice here, guys, is literally the better version of Jane Doe and our Spin to Win Queen Piper. She just kind of blows all of them out of the water, and I'm sure she's going to be up there with some of the strongest anomaly characters we currently have in the game right now, and I cannot wait to use her, guys. If we take a look at just the Pride Win tier list right here, I really do think she's going to shake up the Apex tier here, and I think we might even see a further drop of both these characters here. But now let's go ahead and hop into her cons. First of all, cons. Damage is tied to a build-up mechanic. So what I mean by is tied to a build-up mechanic is you need stacks on an enemy. So after a certain amount of stack, that's when you start popping your main majority of your damage off there. So it works kind of like, I guess the best way I can describe it would be like Sambi, right? Where Sambi needs those 3 little marks on the enemy, and then you slash with her 3 aftershock attacks, and that's where most of her damage comes from. It's kind of the similar thing here, where she can't immediately go and proc off damage. Secondly, guys, she needs crit rate. Oh my god. This is one of the most cringe things. I hate this so much with a fiery passion, guys. This is literally going to make you pull for her W engine, guys. And what I mean by this is she's an anomaly character. If you look at any other anomaly W engine in the game, I mean, we can even go in the game right now and take a look at the W engines that are made for anomaly. Nothing here is going to be giving you crit rate other than Miyabi's signature W engine, guys. So if you're not pulling from Miyabi's signature W engine, you are quite literally cooked, okay? It's actually down bad, okay? Like, this sucks ass. This literally sucks ass. I hate when they make these anomaly characters, or these characters in these different subsects scale off of a completely random ass stat that doesn't relate to that class at all. She's definitely going to need her W engine, guys, which blows a bunch of fucking bag of dicks. So this means she runs into the same exact problem as I have with Miyabi, is you're probably going to have to either pull her Sig or drop the passive altogether and go for an Assault W engine that has crit rate on it, right? Because she needs a lot of crit rate to actually function, a lot more than Miyabi's. Next, guys, very high skill ceiling and complexity. Guys, if you've seen what she's done from the live stream, or maybe you haven't seen what she can do from the live stream, she literally requires so many different types of combos to make sure she's getting the most damage off within her burst windows as well. Like, she is a complex character to play, so if you don't want a character with a high skill ceiling, she is not the character for you. And then finally, guys, she needs a lot of disorder to actually function as a character. So, like, you're going to be needing, like, Yanagi on the team here, or someone that can really get the attribute anomaly up so you're able to proc disorder off. So if you don't have someone like Yanagi, right, they can actively proc disorders off, or someone like Vivian that can actively proc disorders off, you are going to see a massive decrease in what she's able to perform. So you really do need Vivian or Yanagi on the team to really make her functionality go up a lot. Let's go ahead and hop into, I guess, Yanagi here, right, guys? Yanagi's at number 4. I think this should have been a telltale sign, right? I think Yanagi has a lot of issues. Let's start off with the pros first. First of all, she can trigger disorder at will, guys. And what I mean by this is literally whenever you're using her EX special attack here, guys, it does just automatically proc off disorder on the enemy regardless of what type's on the enemy. So that could be electric, or that could be whatever other type in the game. But I will say the disorder that's triggered from this is going to be dealing 15% of the original disorder's effect. So that means whenever you proc a disorder off on the enemy, that you're getting a fraction of that. Hopping into other pros now, guys, she can really trigger against any anomaly type, which is the same thing can be said for Vivian as well. The big thing that she does is she's going to be boosting team-wide disorder damage, which is at a higher rate than what Vivian can give out, right? So fucking hallelujah there. But now let's go ahead and hop into the cons now, as if I didn't just mention many there. Very combo heavy. If you're not using combos on Yanagi here, guys, it's cooked for you. You got to get into both stances every couple seconds to make sure you're maximizing both of her buffs. That being anomaly build-up rate if you have her additional ability active, but it's also going to be increasing her electric damage and pin ratio as well. Secondly, guys, she has energy issues that leads to less disorders. Guys, really, I think that, truthfully and honestly, I think her energy cost is too high for what she's able to do, right? Like, it takes a while to get this back up, and it makes her feel very non-fluid whenever you're playing with her, and you're just kind of waiting there, just going through her little combos, waiting for energy to get back up, and oh, one, yeah, we got a disorder off there, and you can really only do like maybe 2, maybe 3 disorders if you have a full bar of energy, so that's kind of cringe there. I do think her energy does need to be amped up quite a bit, too. She really has no off-field assistance for the team. The only thing she does off-field, technically, is, I guess, boost disorder damage from the rest of the team if she's been on the field previously and used her EX special. Other than that, though, she's not really providing any off-field assistance, so she's not working, I guess, like any of these other characters where she gives a full defense down on the enemy. And then obviously Yuzuha, which we'll talk about in a second here, she does not meet the current meta what's in the game right now of like aftershock damage and being off-field and providing assistance to the team. And then finally, wants a lot of on-field time to fully realize combos. She is a main DPS that wants to be on the field quite a bit to make sure you're fully realizing her combos and also building your energy up as well. So if you're running on a team with Miyabi, honestly, it does feel kind of counterproductive because normally I would want Miyabi to be out in the field doing the majority of my damage because Miyabi hits like a brick shit house. So that's why I would be wanting Miyabi on the field, but then you kind of want her on the field as well. So that's why I feel like she kind of becomes second place to what Vivian's able to do. I feel like Vivian's just a better overall version than her. And if you wanted someone like Yanagi, I would just save until Vivian gets a rerun, if I'm going to be quite honest with you, because I think Vivian plays this role but a lot nicer. Or even hell, go for fucking this bitch right here, because I feel like she'll play better in a lot of these teams than what she's able to play on. But wait, pause, stop right there, guys. Before we hop into our top 2 characters, that being Miyabi and Yuzuha here, hit that subscribe button now. I would much appreciate it. But that's all I have to say there. Hit the bell icon too. Helps the videos out. Anyways, let's get back to the video and to see who the top 2 is. Alright, guys, now hopping into the next character on the list, which is gonna be Miss Miyabi. Yeah! Miss Miyabi, yeah! Obviously the best DPS in the game, surely, right? No, probably one has it right now, guys. Moving Yishuin up. Let's go. If you guys want to see my tier list review on ZZZ, please subscribe to the channel because that will be out in a couple of days. But anyways, guys, hopping back into the video here, Miss Miyabi. Hopping into the pros here first. She still does massive damage. She hits like a brick shithouse. She will absolutely carry your ass unless you're on the final stage of Shiyu defense, the one that just came out today as of recording this video, that both in-game enemies are weak to ice damage and you're fine cucked and fucked there. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Also, massive AoE attacks. Yo, this is so nice for clearing up just like a lot of fodder mobs. Whenever you have 2 boss enemies on the field, you can kind of get them in the same general area and then hit both of them at the same time with most of her attacks and do massive damage to both these enemies, because you're getting this massive damage from this AoE. So, yo, fucking amazing there. We absolutely love to see that. And then finally, a lot of team options, guys. Genuinely, the amount of team options that Miyabi has is absolutely insane. I don't know if probably will really go over here, but yeah, Yanagi, Bernice, Piper, Trigger, Lighter, Lycon, Astrid, Yao, Nicole, Lucy, Shokaku. You could even switch it up, but yeah, things that Piper here as well. Like, even with the new characters coming out, you can run her with this new Alice girl right here. Run her with her. You can run her with Yuzuha. You can run her with this down here too. Like, you can run her with just about every single anomaly character in the game, which is absolutely amazing. All in all, guys, a lot of team options. She's going to be very free-to-play friendly in terms of the teams, but she is not going to be free-to-play friendly in terms of her build, because she has the same problem that Alice has. Honestly, I think Alice has it worse than her. That's why I put Alice above her on the tier list. Overall, I do think Miyabi still will do more damage, but just what you need, the functionality, to get Miyabi's full functionality, you need crit rate. Like, you really do need crit rate, guys. So you are going to be running into the issue where you really do need her signature W engine, or you run her like how I run my Miyabi and just forego the full passive of Anomaly W engine, and then go run an Assault W engine that has crit rate on it, so you're able to hit the 80% threshold. You really do want to be upping her Anomaly build-up rate, because without her Anomaly build-up rate, that means no Frostburn. If you don't get Frostburn, then she doesn't get as many stacks, and that's kind of leaves us in the con number 2 right now, guys, is she needs constant disorders and Frostburn. Now, obviously, this can be alleviated with having other characters on the team like Alice, like Vivian, like Yanagi here, but those are all premium options. I think in terms of the free-to-play options we currently have in the game for like anomaly-based characters, you're gonna kind of run into issues with this, right? Because if you look at the other characters here we have here, right, a lot of these are very on-field. Like Grace can maybe do it. Grace has a very good build-up rate, right? But her disorders are kind of bad, so what are you really trading out there for Miyabi to really get in there and function, right? I would rather just put her on a team with Lighter and Lucy and let her go loose, right? Bernice, a signature character there, right? Piper doesn't really do that good in terms of proccing disorder off. Like, she can get it up fast, but you run into some energy issues with her. And to me, the team doesn't really flow properly there. So, yeah, gonna be kind of down bad here. You really want the crit rate to be getting the Frostburn, which leads some more stacks overall for doing her big AoE attacks, right? And that leads us into the next one now, which is extremely stat hunger, guys. Yeah, you do want, like, crit rate, crit damage, attack, anomaly, proficiency. Like, you just want a bunch of different fucking stats. It is unreal the amount of stats this bitch needs, okay, guys? Because a lot of these characters, you just want attack and anomaly proficiency, right? No, with her, no. With her, you need all this shit, guys, because she is, at the end of the day, like a crit-based DPS, but you still want anomaly proficiency in there, so her Frostburns do higher amounts of damage, too. So, yeah, down bad with that. And then finally, guys, can have a very meticulous playstyle. Her playstyle really does change from team to team you run her on, right? Her timings change, her quick swaps change. Like, a lot of things change depending on the team you have her on, whether she's the main DPS or whether you're using as her sub DPS. That can change a lot. So if you're like a casual player and don't really care for that, you will get varying results with her gameplay depending on that team. So that's why I have her here at number 2. I think she's a great DPS for your account. I still think she holds up till today, but now hopping into number 1, guys. Yep, Miss Yuzuha. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We love Yuzuha, guys. She is the first anomaly-based buffer in the game, or I guess S-rank anomaly-based buffer in the game. Let's just go over the pros and cons real quick, guys. First of all, full team-wide 1,000 attack buff. Absolutely massive. Secondly, team-wide damage up by 15%. This is just hands down just going out to every single one of your allies. As long as you have her stacks up or stacks put on the enemy, you're giving these buffs to your teammates, right? So this automatically makes her better than Shokaku, in my opinion. This is automatically going to make her better even than the likes of like Caesar King too. So like really good there. Now hopping into what else she does, which is anomaly build-up rate for the team increased by 20%, which is absolutely massive. Anomaly and disorder damage increased by 20%, which is absolutely massive. But that's not it, guys. She also does aftershock damage, so she can play well with aftershock characters potentially, or characters we get in the future that do aftershock-based disorder attacks, right, or anomaly attacks, right. And then her off-field basic attack, her aftershock attacks, increase another 25% of anomaly buildup. She is building up anomaly faster than you can say cows bring me home. I don't know, that just kind of was on the top of my head. I don't know why. Anyways, so she does play really well with this right here, right? As we mentioned, she can basically alleviate this whole crit rate debacle here, really for both of these characters, because she can increase the anomaly buildup rate by so much that you're getting a lot more Frostburns and a lot more disorders, which leads to more overall stacks with her and leads to more overall stacks with her as well. So very, very good for every single anomaly character in the game. That is one big pro here, guys. She literally works with every single anomaly character in the game, hands down, no questions asked, okay? She is the de facto best buffer in the game for anomaly characters. Hopping into cons, stats need for max buffs, my god. She wants a fuck ton of attack. She also wants a fuck ton of anomaly mastery, and she wants a lot of energy regen as well. And energy regen, you can get that from a main stat. Anomaly mastery, you can get that from a main stat. But guess what, guys? If you want energy regen or anomaly mastery, you have to pick and choose, because that's the only thing available. You can't get anomaly mastery on slot 4, no. Only on slot 6 can you get anomaly mastery and energy regen, so L there, you're kind of scuffed. The problem here, guys, is she wants a lot of these stats that are super hard to get, and usually you can only get from A, either one stat piece, B, stat sets, or C, W engines. There's almost no W engine in the game with her current class. It gives her anomaly mastery up. She is a support character, guys, keep that in mind. So her signature W engine feels like a must tier 2, because it's the only thing in the game that's going to be giving anomaly mastery up, and she wants at least 200 anomaly mastery, which is going to be fairly hard to fucking get. I'm not going to lie to you guys. On top of the massive attack that she needs as well to give out max buffs here, you might be cooked. Next con here, guys, resource management. Yeah, so resource management is kind of down bad. Like, you have to make sure she's keeping up her stacks all the time. Kind of like if you guys maybe had Vivian in your account, Basically, the stack upkeep that Vivian has is the stack upkeep that she's going to have. So if you were annoyed with Vivian's stack upkeep and keeping blooms up, it's going to be the same thing for this character as well. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you have Vivian in your account. If you don't have Vivian, then you just need to know there is some resource management involved with the amount of her like sweet stacks she has to keep up. I think that's the name of it. I don't know off the top of my head right now. Next up on the list, guys, crit and chain DPS stuffer. Yes, like you wouldn't want to run her on the team with these characters because you can just run someone like Astriel and get a lot better buff for them, right? So with that being said, guys, that's our list right here. This is my pool priority list right here. Is Yuzuha at number 1, Miyabi at number 2, Alice at number 3, and Yanagi at number 4. Really, I don't think you should pull Yanagi. I'm just going to say it, guys. I'm maybe a little bit of a Yanagi hater now, but I really just don't think you should pull Yanagi. As for these other characters, I think they're pretty flexible in terms of what you want in your account, right? Realistically, if you plan on building Anomaly in the future, use the Hollow way to go, 100%. I think she's a must-pull unit if you have Anomaly characters in your account and you're planning on building them up. Anyways, guys, that's my video today on the versus video on all these characters on who you should pull and who you should skip. I do not think this patch is a skip if you do have a lot of Anomaly characters and you've been building up Anomaly characters in your account for a long time. Anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Later, bye-bye.